Hi, my name is Perry. I am going to be your chef to create delicious snacks for your canines or possibly even your family. We're going to get started by showing you what we got. The first thing we've got here is 2 cups of carrots, or as we like to call it, baby food. It's been pureed, which means they push it through a strainer, gets it real fine so it mixes evenly. Good for their eyes, helps them to see you when you hold up the treat. Then we've got 2 eggs here. So you want to use chicken eggs. Stay away from the ostrich eggs because they're kind of large. It's going to throw the weight thing off. Then we have got my favorite right here. We have got the 1.5 tablespoons of minced garlic. Garlic, it keeps the vampires away and also a lot of your relatives. So if you want to take some, put it in your mouth, they'll stay away from you. Then we have got some unbleached flour here, 2 cups of it. We prefer the unbleached because if you use the bleached stuff, well, it could purify your dog, sterilize them, so you may want to stay away. Over here, the last 2 things we've got. This is 1 cup of rolled oats. Very good for flavor, good for their health, keeps their system clean. And last, on the end, we've got a 1/4 cup of wheat germ. All healthy things because we want your dog to live a long life. Now what we're going to do is we're going to mix it all together, put this in this lovely bowl here. By the way, that's a bowl movement. Thank you so much. We're going to put it in here, we're going to mix it up, and we're going to show you how to get it in the oven and make this stuff delicious. So we're going to get started right here. Going to take this, pour that right in there. Doesn't that look good? I'll bet your babies are crawling towards the camera right now. Got that in there. Then we're going to take the eggs, the lovely eggs. Dump that right there on top. Look, it's got eyes. It's smiling at us. Now, the garlic. My favorite part. Going to mix the garlic into this. Oh, boy, that's some good garlic. Oh, lovely. I'm loving this part. All right, so we've got this all in here. We're going to mix this until it's nice and smooth because it's important. Because, you know, dogs, they're very picky. If they see an inconsistency, they're going to go, they're going to spit the lumps out. You don't want that aggravation either. So mix this up nice and smooth. Break up the eggs. They're breaking right up. I'm getting hungry already. See, each color's changing. Kind of psychedelic. For those of you that were alive in the 60s, you're probably seeing all kinds of stuff right now. There we go. Doesn't that look luscious? All right, now it's time to add the powdery substance, otherwise known as flour. There we go, mix that in there. Now I think we're gonna grab a whisk for this part. It gets a little bit easier to mix. Thank you very much. While you're doing this, you can talk to your dog, bring him up, say, look what I'm making for you. Look, this is good. Now, the problem could be if you have some older family members, they may see you cooking something. They may not know it's for the dog. They may come up. They may want to try. Keep their fingers out of this. Okay, don't let them have this. Once it's cooked, that's a different story. But right now, at this stage of the game, you might want to wait. There we go. Get that mixed up really good. All right, got that going. Now we can add the other parts because the flour is always the toughest part to get to mixed in. Now we grab the rolled oats and the lovely wheat germ. Starting to look like an autumn day, isn't it? You want to rake up the leaves out there? Go ahead. What's really interesting, it's starting to smell good now. The garlic odor seems to be going away, and it's actually smelled like it might be delicious. Not that I'm going to really try it, but, you know, dogs, they'll eat anything. All right, there we go. Does that look good, huh? Good. Is the dog watching? You like this? Hey, Pooch. Woohoo! Now, of course, our next step is the transition from here onto the heavily floured surface. All right, it's just starting to thicken up. You see the way it's getting stuck. You can see a little bit of the bowl. It's not quite thick enough. We have to get this into a doughy mixture. So what we're going to do, we're going to add a little bit more, another 1/4 cup of the rolled oats. They absorb water. And it's not really going to change the taste that much, but then who's the dog going to tell? Oh, too many oats? I'm sorry. I'll take them out next time. So let's add that in there, see if that makes it a little bit thicker. Yeah, it's getting there. All right. Because remember, we're going to roll this out in the dough, and then we're going to cut it into little shapes, and then we're going to cook them, and your dog's going to come up, and he's going to go, you know, and now if he goes, that means there's too many oats in there, and he's complaining. It's getting there. We're getting there. Let's see. Mmm. I just want to eat that myself. No, I don't really. Just kidding. All right, well, we're mixing up. It's still not quite doughy enough. See the way it's still clopping off of there? So what we're going to do, we're going to add another half a cup of unbleached flour. Unbleached, remember that. Going to throw that in there. And we're going to see about how well that works. Remember, we're trying to get it into something doughy that's going to roll out. Now, it may be different for you, depending on where you are, how you mix it. But we're trying to get a consistent mixture here that's going to roll out really nice. Okay, at this point, it's still not quite thick enough, so we're going to throw in another half a cup of unbleached flour. That means 2 to 3 cups, depending on your weather, your inclination, or the neighborhood you're in. Mix this in here, get a little bit thicker, because remember, we want to roll this out like a dough. It's not quite pizza enough, but see, it's starting to thicken up over there. This looks like this is going to be, oh, look at that. Now we've got some dough to work with. All right, as you can see, it's finally becoming doughy now. If you let it sit for a while, depending on your personal situation, it will get thicker over time. The more you mush it around here, it gets thicker. You can tell it's dough when it's leaving clear spots on the bowl. It's sticking to itself. Now, the way you can tell is when you pull it up, it stretches out and then finally rips. So we're ready to go. You can add, you don't like the consistency, add a little more flour to it. You can take out to 4 cups, even 4.5 if you want. Again, who's going to complain? All right, let's get the pan over here, and let's get this big ball of fun goo on there. All right, here we go. Look at that. We got almost all of it in one lump sum. Squeeze that on there. And by the way, this feels like fun. You might want to get your kids involved. Maybe they'll do this for you. All right, we're going to powder up the rolling pin here so that it doesn't stick. Here we go. Okay, you ready? Here we go. Here we go. Ready? Here we go. Look, it's working. It's not sticking. It's flattening out. Look, it's an island in New Mexico. All right, we got it rolled out. Nice, even consistency. Our next step is to make it into little pieces that the doggy can eat. And for that, since it looks like a pizza, we're going to use a pizza cutter. Let's make it fun. Let's make it like little pizza slices. We're going to make them little triangles. How's that? We'll start like this. We'll go this way. And cut it again. And again. This is starting to look delicious. Stay. They never listen to me. There we go. See, now you tell the dog that these are pizzas, and he's going to think he's getting your food, and he's going to want it even more. But just to be safe, we'll cut them a little bit like this. All right, now what we're going to do is we're going to try to get this all onto the other pan here. Let's just try using the old arm method. Hey, 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 look, 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 look. There we go. Now we want to separate them up a little bit so they don't all grow together. We're going to throw there in there. We're going to let them cook and see how it looks. Oh yeah, it looks it's like modern art. Isn't that beautiful? All right, going to put it in the oven. We're going to leave it in there for about 45 minutes at 300 degrees or until desired crispiness. Of course, you're not going to know if it's crispy unless you actually taste it. So you can tell by poking at them. The centers are going to get harder faster. The outsides are going to fall up. So we're going to throw it in and see how it looks when it comes out. All right, here we go. Let's take it out. Take a look. Oh, they look lovely. Look at that. Look at this. They look like little pizza rolls. They look great. Different colors, different textures. Puppy's going to be happy with that. All right, we're going to let it cool for a while, and then we're going to feed it to an actual dog and see what he has to yelp. All right, we have an actual live dog here. Look at this dog. Looks happy. Looks ready to go. Smelling it. Eating it. There you go. Dog doesn't like it. They put it down and they walk away. decided to take a walk and eat it in private, which is what I think I'm going to do. That's about it for this one. We want to thank you for being here. Please stop back soon. My name's Perry. Have a good one.